Hi, my name is Celia and I am an ocean goddess. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about power and your personal power to make a difference. We live in a time now of the multinational. The multinational companies are way more powerful now than governments. I mean, the time of governments is still an illusion that it has some kind of power or some kind of relevance in the modern world, but it's really about the multinational now and the power that they have and how they can just destroy entire rainforests so that they can make palm oil, so that we can have palm oil in cheap biscuits that make us sick, so that they can then make more money out of the medicines that make us more sick, that give us side effects that we have to take more medicines for. And personal power is the realization that how you spend your money is really, really important. You can choose to buy things that support the well-being of the ocean, support the well-being of the planet, support the well-being of people, and support the well-being of your own health. There's a lot of stuff out there that is really bad for your health, and it can be cheap, and there's people suffering from obesity, from sickness, all because there's products out there being sold that are bad for us. I'm always saddened that I actually live in a world where some of these, that people can make money out of selling something that they absolutely know is bad for you. One of my greatest mentors and somebody that inspired me from a very young age was Anita Roddick. I was fortunate enough to be best friends with Sam. Thank you, Sam, for everything that we've shared together and all the wonderful lessons that we've learnt. Back in the 80s, you were working with the Amazon tribes and you brought in a new sense of awareness to me that has kind of guided me. And Body Shop has also sponsored many of my projects, and I now work with Susie Hatomo in Indonesia, who owns Body Shop Indonesia, who really is the most exceptional lady, and I'm so honoured to be part of her life and to be supported by her. But you know, Anita Roddick was just so ahead of her times. She wrote the most amazing book called Business as Unusual, which is definitely worth a read. But it was this idea that business doesn't have to be bad. I mean, business can be a force for good. In fact, you can set up a business that's like a kind of giant family, where people can thrive in it. You can, source product from growers and farmers where the land is being looked after, where the land is being preserved, where the ecosystem is being honoured. That when you buy products, it's not just being kind of dumped in the sea, back in the rivers. Because at the moment, we get all these cheap products and all these companies make huge amounts of money and they just don't really take into account all the destruction that they're causing. And this really needs to be considered a cost. We still haven't really absorbed the reality that money isn't the only thing of value in this life. Fresh water, clean air, good food, healthy people, happy people. These are valuable. This is way more valuable than money, and yet we are increasingly being indoctrinated, being told stories that money is the most valuable thing and that there is only value if it has a fiscal value. Which actually makes it really quite hard to fund environmental projects. Is one of the greatest challenges that I have found, because when people want to invest in business, they want to see a clear fiscal return. It's all about the money that you're going to make, and obviously, it's quite challenging to put in fiscal value, a lot more fish, or a healthy body of water. What does this mean in financial terms? But really, where you spend your money, how you spend your money is so powerful. Not only is it powerful for your own well-being, like eating well, buying nice things. These things make you happy, and the food makes you, feel good. It's good for your body. It's really a way to tell the world, tell business what it is that you want. If you don't buy Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola will go out of business. If you don't buy cheap, sugary food that's going to make you sick, those companies are going to go out of business. If you support companies or projects or people that are doing wonderful things, these companies will grow and the market will actually change. In fact, business will change and the world will change. So if you're ever feeling like you don't have any power, this whole thing is just too big for you, just think about how you spend your cash. And maybe you can start by buying one of my t-shirts. One of my eco hoodies, so that I can sort of do more amazing work and help communities around the world restore their coral reefs and create stories and artworks that tell a story about positive relationships to our oceans and coral gardens and fish sanctuaries that will help us have healthy oceans for the future. So yes, think about how you spend your money, what you spend your money on, because you can make a huge difference. These companies will go out of business if you don't buy from them. Okay, thank you. Bye.